want to move, before reports, I'm going to put in there that we're going to have a presentation from Chuck Brooks, which is about the township website. Okay, so we'll do
Toward
that.
the back of your packet.
You're very kind.
Yeah, that way you can get on with your evening, yes. So that'll be before the reports. So I just need a motion to, unless something else has to add, a motion to approve the consent agenda.
From the last one, I have a question about that.
Sure.
So we were talking about, the zoning administrator position or whatever.
Yep.
To put in the paper.
Yep.
We talked about it, but we never made a motion to do it.
Well, we did. Hey, we missed the dates, yeah, because we had dates start and end, and because of our incident that we had over at the lake and some other issues, I was not able to write that up. But it is in there now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if I didn't think we passed that though.
I don't think we voted on it, it was just something to put it in the paper and I'll let you, yeah, so something said to, right? I mean, that was, I thought already we decided to put it here. And we've had 2 people reply so far, so, just went out. Can you hear them?
I'm sorry, we can't hear you back here. There are these people back behind me as well.
We can't hear you, Richard. Okay, we have 2 people so far that have applied for the zoning administrator position. We have another week and a half to go on that, so. Yeah, that's all I got. Okay, we have a motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. All right. So let's go, we'll start with Mr. Brooks.
There's 2 proposals.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that here, but I want to let him know
Okay.
his proposal so
Okay.
he can get on with his evening.
All right, I may stick around because oddly enough, I like being a part of
Okay,
this stuff.
no
But
problem.
it looks like you guys get going on your stuff, which is even better. But for everybody that doesn't know me here, my name is Chuck Brooks. Our company is located out of Baldwin, Michigan. Our office is in Big Rapids. And we have been in business since 2017. We started our township campaign when COVID started around 2020 because so many townships around our areas did not have websites, and we felt that the taxpayers needed access to information. So that's where it started from. And since then, we have obtained townships throughout La Costa, Osceola, Wexford, Lake. And there's one more, but I cannot think of it. So we have a bunch of them. We definitely, in the email, I sent you plenty of referrals on that. But just going over the proposal, basically we have a redevelopment fee, and then after that, we have a monthly maintenance, hosting, and an SSL fee. So basically, the redevelopment is a one-time charge, and then monthly, we have maintenance. So we do not build the website and leave you out hide it and dry. We update and do everything for you. You'll have one person that will be designated to your township, and they will be able to make all of the updates for you from text basis as well as email. So if you have an agenda you need to put up, special meeting, township cleanup, looks like you guys have a clean township, you know, your cleanup day, all of that is put on your website through us.
So would that one person only deal with one person from us, or would that person be able to deal with all of us?
We ask for 2 to 3 people, particularly the treasurer and the clerk, you know, because I know that with tax purposes, we have to talk to that, but, you know, we ask that if you do need all of the township members to be in it, that we're all in a group email. Because
Okay.
we've had where, you know, a township person didn't know that this update was being done and things was happening like that.
Correct.
So that's that.
Okay.
What we spoke about earlier as well is our pricing structure, and I wanted to, you guys can pass this around. Our pricing structure, we feel that a township with only 1,300 taxpayers should not be charged the same amount as a township with over 9,000 taxpayers. So that's where our pricing structure comes in. That is Pleasant Plains Township, my home township, and you will see in comparison to proposals, yours is significantly cheaper. 2 reasons. Google messed up and said you guys only have 300 taxpayers, which I don't believe. And I did not want to change it.
Well, that's the time of the year.
Yeah, it is. And then, and the other reason was because you guys already had a website, and I was talking to Star, and she was telling me some of the things that you guys were going through and that you needed, which was custom emails, and we wanted to make sure that we helped with that.
Okay.
So going into that, I know that your
Are you gonna be able to help us with custom emails?
Yes, we definitely will, and that's another point that I wanted to go about. I heard that you were looking and you were getting offers from somewhere else, but make sure that your custom emails, their external hosts are through either Gmail, Google, or Microsoft Outlook. Starting off in here, I saw the cheap emails that went in the back end, and you get what you pay for. It's very hard to use, especially from your cell phone, and it can bug out. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Also, I had a referral that was sent in there from, the supervisor of Pleasant Plains. I don't know if you all got to see that.
Yes, I put it
But,
in the packet.
we've had him for over 4 years, and before we came into that township, they had an issue where they had let, somebody build it. It was a lot cheaper, and that person got out of the company, and they were stuck high and dry and locked out of their website. And so, since then, there's been nothing but smooth sailing, and, you can definitely call him and vouch for that. In closing, because I don't want to keep you guys long night, if you guys don't know, my grandfather owned Brooks Heating, my father owned Brooks Security. I think you knew my father.
Yep.
Growing up, it was very well instilled in me that a good name in business is worth more than $1 million. So just know that if you guys do go with our company, that integrity is our highest priority. So we will not, do you all wrong.
And so I know you and I spoke about it earlier, but so that the board knows, if for some reason, so say we rebuild with you and after a year, another company comes along and they are cheaper, and we choose to go with them, what happens to our existing website with you?
So it will not be dissolved. You'll be able to just transfer the domain to the new company, and they can do what they will. But as you see here in the domain under the proposed services, you'll see that you have full ownership to it. We do not hold our townships hostage. So,
I have a question. So when it comes to the emails, we kind of touched base on that. Who owns the emails? So like if we were to leave the company,
yeah.
do those emails stay with you guys and we have to figure out
Nope, they'll be
something else?
attached to your domain, which we also let you have.
Okay.
Yep, you'll have all that.
And this is like hands off for us, like I just send you guys
Email, yep.
an email with the minutes
Yep.
and upcoming events, spring cleanups, all that, and you guys do the rest.
Yes, ma'am.
So is there a limit to how much we can send you?
No,
Okay.
no, we do not. If you need a whole nother, like a few pages built on, there is one for that, but any updates
Notices
without the
and stuff.
township, there's no limit. No.
And then you said, starts with something about you come out and take pictures and kind of design the website?
Yes,
It's not
so-
on us to send you any of that stuff, you kind of come up with your
Yeah,
creation.
so, headshots, if you guys, we had talked about, having the contact page. Some townships like it, some townships is like, you better not put my face on the internet. You know,
I think it would be
so-
more personable for us to
Yeah.
have,
But that is included professional photography, if you guys would like to have that on your website, yes.
does your photographer choose what around the township, because I was looking at Pleasant Plains, and I noticed the.
Oh, the homepage, the ones that
Yes,
switch
the
around?
pictures, yes.
Yeah,
So do you guys choose those pictures, or do we choose?
yeah, so you guys, those were taken by the township. So those photos were the photos that was taken by the township. What I'm talking about is, we have you guys sit with a backdrop and that American flag and all that, and that goes on the contact page.
Okay, and then we take the
Yeah, you
pictures
can take
around and
whatever
send them to
pictures
you.
you want.
Okay.
yes. Yep. Yep. Any other questions?
Yeah, I don't have any.
Awesome. You guys don't mind, I can stick
Oh,
around?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, because there were some comments, we have to be ADA compliant by 2027. right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
all.
Any townships underneath, I think it's 8,000 taxpayers.
Yep.
So there is.
Yeah, there were some things like, oh, that's been there for years, but that's not true for us, it's that.
Yeah, it is 2027.
Can you
It's
explain to me
April.
what ADA?
Yes,
compliance
okay, and
means?
anybody that does not know, thank you for bringing that up, because I was supposed to hit on that. So, the way that the government has made it, people with disabilities such as hearing, vision, they should still be able to access information online. So, through your website, the words will be able to be like made a lot bigger, like scrolling on your cell phone, as well as being able to be read off to people with disabilities. So
Okay.
that's what that purpose is. Yep.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you all for your time.
All right, so let's go into reports. Chief, what you got?
Same, basically, just another month, and we're, busy. Basically been running 2 to 3 runs a day since the first of the month again. Everything's good. Trucks are good, personnel is good. That's about all I got. It's gonna warm up this weekend. Be extra careful with your fires because it blew up a little bit yesterday and it's supposed to get up into the mid-70s, close to 80 by next week. So, it's gonna be very, very explosive for a little while and windy. That's pretty much all I got.
Thank you. Custodian,
Well, the new truck is working, all of our equipment that we've got.
yeah,
The new brush truck, the side-by-side, the rescue is working awesome.
okay,
I mean, it makes us, the new brush truck and the side-by-side, we had one last Monday over here up the highway. We left here with 4 men in the crew, in the cab. We got there, we could actually do something, because we got 4 personnel on location at one time. And it's awesome, it really is. So, thank you.
glad to see it's working better for us.
Yep.
Yep, so Tim's on vacation. Things are getting going, and I might as well do the beach report right now. So Tim's got a lot of the brush and stuff cleaned up out of the park. Still need to do a lot of cleanup. He is on vacation for the remainder of the week, so that'll give us 5 days with him before Memorial Day weekend. Right now, the electrical is all complete for the beach ball. The lights just have to be installed. I have the lights, but that has all been ran. Everything's in the secured boxes. Each box has its own circuit, so he ran 3 circuits. The telephone pole was removed. I took that out, cut it down, cut it up into pieces, and then SW installed the new electrical blank box there for now until we decided we want to do something with that. The electrical in the office has been taken care of, so all that is done. All the electrical is done. The concrete is gonna be poured on the walk either Thursday or Monday. Those are kind of the 2 tentative plans depending on weather. So we'll have that and then backfill will come to follow. Why we're, and I don't know if everybody knew the incident with the oil spill at the lake. You guys all know what happened there? Okay, you got that, yeah. So that was an incident that took a little bit of time, but it is all cleaned up, taken care of. The DEQ will be coming to get us to get the spoiled soil, in the next couple weeks, so, once they deal with their case. I wanna ask the board, I have 2 people that are willing, one of them is a firefighter, and one's another young man from the township. I would like to hire those 2 guys, because looking at the town, the state that it's in right now, with Tim on vacation, I don't think we can be ready for Memorial Day with his 5 days. I would like to hire these 2 gentlemen to come in and work, and I'll give them a list starting tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, to get stuff cleaned up if we need those 3 days. Does anybody have a problem with that?
That's exactly what I said was gonna happen.
Yep.
I told you.
Well, he's on vacation, and the weather's been really bad. I can't deny the man his vacation, and I don't wanna get into that.
I didn't say anything about his vacation.
We hired somebody last year to help too, in the spring for cleanup and stuff. So what I'm saying is, should we hire, Adam being one of them, another young man is Aiden, Wenzel. They both said they had availability for the next 3 days. Where I could use them, because if Tim comes back and we have ambulance runs, that will affect his time. Jack, we're having an ambulance run a day, aren't we?
Yeah, oh yeah, 2 to 3
So
days.
that
Yeah,
is
we're running
coming
3 days.
into, I think he could probably do it.
Cause that's just it, I mean, if we get a call and he leaves on the call, go to Manistee, it's an hour and a half.
Yep.
Cadillac, it's an hour and a half, Traverse City is 3.
And half of Tim's pay,
Yeah,
45%
so-
of Tim's pay comes from the ambulance, so that's 45%.
It's gonna dry up, we're probably gonna have some more bushfires. And, you leave on them and who knows how long they're gonna be gone.
I just think for a very minimum cost, which we have done I can't remember a custodian that we did not have helpers on.
Well, I understand.
So all I'm saying is I have two, I was able to find, one of them being one of our firefighters, the other one, you know, a young person that lives in the area, and it would allow them to, I could give them projects to get done. Does anybody have, if you don't wanna do it, we don't do it, but I just think that it's something that we need to be done, I just cannot rely on that those 5 days will be incident-free, the weather will be good, it would just be a problem, so I would like to hire those two. I think I have the authority to supervise it, but I wanted to ask the board, so.
I mean, we do need the help, obviously, but I do think it's a larger issue that at some point we need to look into or discuss potentially.
For what?
Yes. How do I wanna say this? Cause there's a way I wanna say this and that's not, and that's not what I'm trying to convey.
No,
Tim is busy,
Yep.
really busy right now with ambulance and fire stuff. And I don't wanna say we can't rely on Tim to do it, but with as much as he's got going on right now, I just think we need to figure out a way to make sure the stuff's getting done. And I don't know what that solution is. I'm not saying that, and the same, it's a bigger issue. I think at some point we need to try to figure out how to make sure the stuff around the township's getting done, while still also having ambulance. And that's gonna start the thing.
What if you had a part-time assistant?
Because we don't have the money for that.
Okay.
You know, we need to be able to pull people in when we need the help, because it's really hard, Jason can attest to this, it's really hard to find a good part-timer that only gets a couple hours a week during the summer. And then winter, they don't work at all, we can't find those people.
Like, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's the
said,
part of the
and
problem.
that's why I said it's something we need to think about, and, I mean, you know,
I think.
I don't know what the solution there is, but we're obviously falling behind and getting stuff done,
Well, people,
because he's been weather and, you know what I'm saying?
well, and people have to understand too, Tim is a stopgap for two things. We used to have, was it 28-hour custodian? 28, 30 hours was the max for a
32
custodian.
and 132 and 140.
So, by letting the cemeteries go and figuring out the monies, we were able to save our ambulance and also have a custodian. Having that custodian in here does both gaps. We can go to a 40-hour custodian, but we can't afford a 40-hour ambulance person to sit there. So it does both. It allows the most valuable asset in this township, that ambulance for our aging population, to remain. It's not a perfect system, and I don't see what the problem is giving somebody, I know, Jay, you think that we've talked about things that could be done better or more efficiently, and we need to work with that.
Right, and I don't have a problem with people coming and doing things, I don't have a problem with that. I just, like I said, we can talk, and I must get my point through, that I called it.
You don't like the way the position is set up.
I don't, not one bit.
No. And it's, we don't need a full-time custodian, and we can't afford a full-time ambulance person. So this was a creation that the board created a few years back to make this work. And I get it, I don't really like it either. I don't like that I got up at 6:30 this morning and headed to Cadillac because I had to get stuff for the electrician because there was nobody there to get it for me. I don't like that I've had to go get all the material for that beach ball. I don't like that I've given up 5.5 personal days already just on the beach ball. But we do what we do. I know everybody thinks that we do it for the money, but it's not even close. Most of us actually do more things outside of our job than we get paid. You're included, Jay. Nick, you got bids, you do so. We all do it because of that, but my thing is, and I don't wanna bash the guy who's not here, Tim does a nice job. But he does get called away, and we don't see when he's called away, when him and Ron have to run the Traverse City, and he's gone for 5 hours out of his 8-hour day, shit doesn't get done. Okay? And he's one of the better workers that we've had for what we pay. I mean, we're paying him McDonald's at workers' wages. $18 an hour is not more, you're not gonna get an extreme worker for that. So, what I'm saying is, all I'm asking is, we do need to get people to help you.
Right.
We've always had helpers. I mean, the last time I got hurt is because I was power washing the buildings. You know, and I don't remember who was custodian then. But we all help out.
Tim was.
No, he wasn't. No,
Definitely?
No, because Jerry was laughing at me. Because I broke the 40 scheduled PVC that nobody can break, or somehow I fell on and broke it, but.
I think the tractor hit it.
So, but the whole thing is, it's like, I don't see, he does a good job. He could be a little more efficient on things, but I don't see why it's, come up with a different solution, look at the budget, figure out a different solution, that we can have a full-time ambulance person in this town and have a 38-hour-a-week, 48-hour-a-week custodian. I don't think we have it in the budget. I don't, it's a stopgap to maintain. That is why, out of 13 townships, we're the only one with an ambulance. The only one.
Takes a lot to run it too.
You know, and it takes having, right now, we wouldn't be able to run as much as we do because we wouldn't have that extra guy. And we got these gentlemen back here, but they all work. Having just Tim here, and the whole point was having him here Monday through Friday when most everybody is working with us.
I can tell you right now, there's 3 of us in here that work 48 hours a week, and they're begging us to work more.
Yep. And, you know, there's some things changing in fire service, possibly with some bigger townships, and that makes me nervous too. Because once again, it's the Lake Shore, it's gonna have, I don't know if it's gonna hurt us, I don't know if it's not. It just, when things change, you always have to wonder. But this is where we're at, and, I mean, you guys can think of a better solution, go for it. But I don't know how you can save 2 departments, you know, the way we are. Tim has done quite a bit, because I have never seen a winter and the weather that has affected us this bad. One, Memorial Day is a week earlier than normal, and we've had more rain than we've ever seen here, and the snow didn't leave until, what, about 4.5 weeks ago? And we've had 22 inches of rain. So it's amazing where it's at. And I asked Tim a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, you're on vacation, do you want me to try to hire somebody? Well, he said, no, I think I can do it. Well, when I drove around the town, and I called you all, I said, drive around town, get your opinion. I don't think he can do it in 5 days when he comes back. That's all I'm saying. I just
Not
don't
with,
think he
not with, not with EMS calls.
I don't think he could do it in 5 days if there was no EMS calls and he had 40 hours of work. There's just a lot to be done. And yard work is not fun when you're doing it by yourself. It's not easy when you're doing it by yourself. So, I guess, we'll just move on.
What do we want to pay these 2 guys an hour, or what's all that?
I think we pay everybody in our township, after we get done with the transfer station workers, that would be where we would pay our basic people. If we decide to do that. Because right now they're minimum wage, and I just think that's unfair. So, yeah, that would be the minimum wage, whenever you hire people.
Transfer station guys.
Yeah.
Get 1373,
Yeah.
so 15 isn't that much
Right.
more.
So,
No, Rich, I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
needs help
get
right
it.
now. I just, my thinking is there a better way? Can we come up with something? And I'm not bashing the guy.
No,
I'm saying he's busy. Is there a better way to do both? I don't know. Maybe there's not. I'm just,
well, I defend it, I don't wanna be that way either, but I got yelled at by a lot of board members saying this was impossible. I was the only one that came up with this idea, and I was fought by a few people that this won't work, but it has worked. It's kept our ambulance afloat for the last 6 years. And I just think it's an important thing that we have. So,
Maybe we need to
somebody
look
can figure out a
at,
different way.
how long will we be keeping these 2 people on? Just until after Memorial Day?
No, not even back in one, I just want them for the 3 days. I just wanna give them, like, one of the projects is I want them to rake out with hard rakes the volleyball court, clean that up a little bit. Go collect all the sticks and the piles, like where he vacuumed up the leaves, there were wet leaves that now can be raked up.
How are we getting those logs out of there?
Truck, I'll take care of that.
I didn't know if you need me to swing over with the machine.
I was just gonna load them in the truck and dump them over here, I'll get them out of there. But I was gonna let let Adam run the truck and the tractor, put the leaves in the truck, put it in the dump pile, just get the pile leaves so that when Tim gets here, all he's gotta do is mow and weed it. And then paint them.
I'm totally good with that. I'm
And
just
flags,
thinking
he's got
out
flags,
loud.
yeah, that's, I'm just thinking the 3 days while he's
No,
gone.
I'm totally good with that.
It just gives me a custodian around here to do stuff, and if they get that stuff done, they can put out trash cans, you know. Maybe I can use one of them, put up flags or whatever.
so how many hours are we looking at, like 8 to 5, 8 to 4?
8 to 4, probably Wednesday and Thursday and possibly a little bit on Friday.
Depending on weather.
Yeah, tell you what, I just think there's just projects I can put in.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm saying. I don't want them here to be permanent or anything like that. I just wanna have a couple guys for a couple hours.
Yeah.
This week, why he's not here, so at least we can keep moving forward and get the stuff done.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it, I'm all for it.
Okay. And if somebody can figure out a different plan to do it, I'm
And
all
I'm
for
not
it.
saying it's a 2 second, oh, we're doing this,
No.
no, it's, maybe there's not, I don't know, I'm just,
No, and I'm not upset by that. If somebody can figure out a better way, we need to figure it out, but there's a lot more into it than just, yes, we're sacrificing a little bit on one department to
Right.
save the other one. And so,
Well, I'll make a motion to hire Adam and Adrian for the next 3 days from 8 to 4.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, let's go on to management council. All right,
Then you got transfer station.
that's the same thing. Transfer trash is going fine.
Okay,
There's nothing going on. The cardboard trailer got changed today, so.
all right.
And that's another thing, there, where the cardboard trailer was full, there's a bunch of cardboard laying on the ground, it's all wet.
no, I don't.
I'm like, people, just take it home, let's go, but that, I can have them do that. A few events, we got some, bridal shower, birthday parties, craft show was a huge success by the boosters, and then June starts graduation parties, so, normal stuff going on.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Parks and Rec. Let's talk about it. You got anything else?
Is there any, I know I was gonna ask,
Yeah,
is there any go on the door at the backwaters yet?
we have the door.
Figure out what we're gonna do there?
Yeah, we have the door, we have the closer,
Okay,
just need somebody to get it put in.
okay.
I got the door delivered, the closer, or I went and picked up the door last.
So did we decide to go with a normal door?
Yeah, I think that was something we thought about. He's gonna line it, he's gonna tear that steel frame out. Tim says he's done it before, and then he's gonna line it with treated 2x6s on the brick, and then he's gonna mount a normal door.
Okay.
So a
I just
$280 door, if we get 5-6 years out of it, it's better than a $37.
Well, then you can at least frame another one in there.
Exactly, we can just swap cheap doors out
Right.
if we have another one. And it'll have a closer on it, it'll open out and have a closer. So, planning, you got anything?
Actually, this month I do have 4 things.
All right. Whoa.
I know, it's weird. Networks North gave us a presentation about updating our zoning language for daycare.
Okay.
Apparently they're lacking, according to state laws, we gotta get that updated. They're gonna take care of that, give us recommendations, we can update our stuff. We did get a $500 grant towards doing that, so that'll be covered. And that'll include all of our, correspondence to other townships and stuff we gotta do, so that's all being paid for. We're talking about, daycares, changing that to a permitted use in residential as opposed to a special use permit in residential, trying to streamline the, process for setting up a daycare. Because looking at the numbers, there is a massive need for daycare around, it's just, I didn't realize it was that big of an issue, but it actually apparently is. I don't know these things, but it's a big deal. We're talking about changing some parcels from commercial to residential around the lake, some other properties, because they'll never be developed into a commercial
Okay,
space.
change them from what?
Commercial to residential.
Thank you.
They'll never be built commercially. So we're looking at that. And then we're also looking at a solar farm, potentially putting it over on Cookie Dam Road. We have 0 zoning for it so we gotta figure that out. So we actually have a busy month. It was kinda nice.
Put a solar farm on.
It's not necessarily a solar farm, it's 32 acres, I believe. I don't know if that classifies as a farm.
That's pretty big.
It's a 32 acre, they'll all tilt.
Yeah,
But there's,
22 acres, isn't it?
it's a 32 acre parcel, 22 acre farm, yeah.
I had the 2 right,
Yeah.
okay?
And it's just because I looked at the prints, I can't do it.
I'm sorry, it's how many acres?
32.
And that's a
Okay.
22
acre
acre
farm.
farm.
10 kilowatt.
On a 32 acre parcel.
And it's really nice because they're leaving 100-foot tree border all the way around the property.
Yeah.
You won't see it.
You won't see it, you won't hear it, you won't even know it's there. But our problem is we have 0 regulations on our zoning for it, so we gotta get that figured out. So if we don't, it just automatically reverts back to whatever the state is.
I guess, my question is that a consumer's thing or is it
I don't
a resident
remember.
or a?
I don't, that I couldn't, I don't
It's a
remember.
private company.
Yeah, it's a private company, I was going to.
And then the daycare thing, something I wanna hit on with Nick, it will make daycares easier to put in.
It'll get rid of some of the red tape.
Yes.
It not any of the inspections or state law or anything like that. It'll just make it easier to cut some of the red tape around all the zoning and all that kind of stuff. To try to get some more daycares in.
It makes it a permitted use, so let's say, we
Yeah.
get it on Facebook, that we're shutting down daycares, we're not. It's
No,
gonna make it
we're not
much
shutting,
easier
we're gonna,
to
we're
produce
making it
daycare.
easier.
As a
To get
former
daycares.
daycare provider, I can appreciate that.
So yeah, it was actually a busy month.
Take care of it.
And then you might even have a flooding wall. That school property.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Flood.
The school owns property over here on Snyder. They're considering selling and potentially the developer will put a PUD unit in there. It's all being talked about, a PUD unit,
Subdivision.
planned urban development and subdivision.
It's a subdivision with rules that are not deed restrictions, 'cause deed restrictions.
So it's not like a POA or anything like that?
It is an HOA, the PUD allows the township and the planning commission to put rules and regulations specific to that unit.
Oh, gotcha.
So we won't have the problems with roads that are not taken care of, and, you know, I can't put a module here because the deed restrictions say that it has to be stick built. Well, deed restrictions, we don't honor. Townships, that's not township zoning, so this is like special zoning for that. So you
For that piece.
you can say all houses have to be painted pink, if you wanna do, you know, that's what a PUD is, where it allows specific rules. You don't see subdivisions.
Are they all got, all houses got the same?
Yeah, whatever they want, whatever rules
Like I
they
said,
want.
that's just a rumor being talked about, it's nothing set in stone yet. School still owns the property, so.
Yep. All right. Zoning, we've had 6 or 7 new zoning permits that come in, quite a few new builds going on, a couple new houses, a lot of pole barns going up, a couple barn dominiums going up, so. Any public communication? I can't reach that. Matt Smith.
Go get it.
Look, he's got paper and everything, look at him.
So I come prepared. I've got some flyers for our Candrack.
Okay.
I'll pass them on to you guys if you want. But I got 20 of them here. I'll pass them around if anybody else out there wants them. But yep, just basically that. It's got all the information on there. I figure it's got a lot of info, but bright colors brings people's attention to it. So hopefully this will help out and get a little more business out of that. But and I've handed some around Manistee too. So there's a couple businesses in Manistee that are aware of it as well. Would anybody else like a flyer?
Everybody Google
Matt, can I add something to that?
Yeah.
So everybody
Absolutely.
knows, 68.4%
Absolutely.
of the fireworks this year is paid for by cans and bottles.
Anybody else?
Is that a drinking problem?
Well,
Do you want to take a couple?
You know what's when I get the 12 bags of nothing but tequila bottles, we gotta worry about it.
Fireworks, so we can now that they're doing pretty well, can we go back to getting some money back for the fireworks?
Matt, do you want me to put one on the board?
What's that?
Do you want me to put one on the board?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can we talk about that?
Do you?
So we can, we do.
what are you thinking about?
Casey, you can put one up at track?
Yep, I plan on it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Exactly, so.
We better you doing that than I am. We're tired here, man.
I'd rather see playground.
Well, I understand. So what if we do? 4,500.
Yeah, and then a couple other real quick things. Was at the park playing basketball with the kids, and I noticed no trash.
Yeah. We're gonna try to get
Okay,
those out.
perfect. And then another thing I noticed too, the benches there around the court are looking a little rough. I mean, I can fix those if you don't mind. I could volunteer my time and just just
Oh,
saying,
this would be
just
great.
do a border around the benches there, just with what's rotted,
That
so,
would be great.
yeah.
If we need to, the receipt or whatever we use,
Okay.
sand version for that, if you wanna do that,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yep, absolutely, do something simple that I can probably take care of before the Fourth of July, so, yep, alright, cool. Thank you.
Alright, but yeah, we can only pick that up.
Thank you.
Because we need to
Yeah,
start
do that.
We need to start, let's put that on the agenda for next meeting and talk about all that. Okay. Sounds good.
I'm sorry, I wasn't able to hear any of that. What was the,
That's all.
what are you
I got
fixing?
you, I'm sorry.
What are you fixing?
The benches around the basketball court.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so let's go on to new business. Approval of salary resolutions, supervisor, clerk, treasurer, and trustees. Okay. So, I need a motion, there is no increase in pay for anybody, it is just because we have to approve the salary resolutions again, before our new, budget, and that will be done at the annual meeting, so these are just salary resolutions for that.
I'll make the motion.
We have to do a roll call on
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So,
Alright, Jason?
no, we have to, we want to do all four of them together?
Yeah, I mean, nobody's getting increases,
let's
right?
do all four
We're not- we're
together
just keeping
at once.
everything what
Jason,
it is.
yes.
Yep.
Yes. Rich?
Yes.
Meryl?
Yes.
Oh my god, if I can spell.
Okay.
Nick?
Yes.
Okay, yep, so that was just housekeeping with that. So, the Crystal Lake Beach, I put this in there, Jason and I were down there talking about it. That dock is 6 inches underwater. We've seen, what, a piece of 2x10 fly off,
Yeah.
float off, so we don't know if there's bolts or nails or spikes sticking out of that edge of the dock. Kids running on a dock that they can't see or don't know exactly where the edge is, and what if somebody was underneath that dock and hit their head, and then they're stuck underneath it? I just don't think we can allow people to swim there with liability of that dock being underwater.
Yeah, it's a safety issue, it's not.
How far under the dock do you want it to receive before we could open the
The
beach?
edge, where you can, where probably, you want it right at the bottom of the dock.
Yeah, I think it has to, and, you know, we'll have to relook at this come July, because I don't know if it'll receive 8 inches. I've never seen the water this high, I don't know how long it'll take.
It's been going down.
Yeah, it has.
Does it
gone
go down?
It's been going down.
Maybe when it gets
I just think
warm.
we just say until further notice, it's closed, so that way we don't have a definitive time frame or this or that.
Well, that'll be another added time to, once Fisher's done and that, to put the orange fence back up.
Yeah, we'll put the orange fence back up as soon as the concrete is poured, and, because we're gonna be in 80s this weekend, I actually might even try to get that up a little bit with these 2 extra people. That's kind of another reason why I was thinking the 2 extra people, because get it back up and make sure the sign closures are there. You can't stop them, but we can ask them to leave, it's not a safe thing. We don't know how bad a shape that dock's in, we don't know what being underwater, being submerged.
Yeah, we don't
for
know,
3 weeks is done.
yeah.
Another thing we should probably do too is, we're gonna make it where you can block that drive on the west side. I had to ask a lady to move her car out of the park by the gazebo the other day.
Okay. Yeah, then wasn't there a 4x4 that went in there?
It's a little white car.
No, I mean, wasn't there a 4x4 that used to go into a sleeve?
Well, that one had a blue,
Oh, it's gone?
oh, it's there, but they cut it,
Oh,
so.
okay, yep, all right, so we have that, we're good with closing it now, and we can do it on a weekly basis. You know, we can call a special meeting if it recedes or whatever, but it's just unsafe right now. You know, people were asking, what are you gonna do? I'm like, can't make a decision, so we have a board meeting, so. Okay, so now we go township websites, updating the website. So we know about the ADA compliance thing, that's part of it, we've had people wanting a better website. So we have Mr. Brooks here that has, so it's a $2,400 one time where they change everything over, and then it's a maintenance fee of $129 a month after that. The other bid, that, and everything else that he had spoke with. The other design proposal that we had received back, Star, you talked to these, or actually you talked to them all, so I'll let you
Okay,
take it.
so the other one that I gave you guys, it's a little bit cheaper, but there were some issues over the last couple of weeks. First of all, I talked to like 4 different people, and then they had to get with whoever I talked to the last time to understand what I was talking about now. So there was a lot of phone tag going on. I asked for this proposal 2 weeks ago, and I got it last night. Also, they could not give me references, like other websites to look at that they've designed. Nothing. In my head, I feel that they were very unprofessional, and I think they're probably a new startup company that's maybe just putting out feelers to see what happens, because that's what it felt like.
Well, they don't even have any municipalities yet, right? Didn't they say that?
Correct.
They have no municipalities that is not.
Correct. And they're all the way in Dundee,
Yep, and this gentleman.
and Brooks is right here in Baldwin.
So, outside the initial startup fee, or the initial startup cost, because they're $1,500 a year after that, I don't think it is more. It's just the, a little
It's
bit of
just
the
the
initial.
initial
Yeah.
startup.
It's actually $210, $11 less per year.
Which one?
Brooks.
Brooks, outside the initial startup fee. So the yearly is about $200 to $300 less a year.
What's the yearly on this one?
On this one here, it's
$1,500.
$1,500 plus the $2,995.
Yearly?
$2,995 a month, and
Yeah.
$1,500 a year, yeah, so,
Yeah, so it's actually not cheaper.
not really, no, just the initial, and then the fact that we get 1 hour, wasn't it 1 hour of service with web design?
1 hour of free, postings for us, and then it's $85 an hour after that. For meeting minutes, special meetings,
They bill us per hour that they're working on it.
After the first hour.
after the first hour, we get billed $85 an hour.
I'd like to see, and stuff like this we can send over, they don't mind, you can send
Yeah.
us Mr. Brooks, and somebody brings this to us, we can send it over.
Exactly.
The event's going on, so.
No, I agree.
Does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Brooks while he's here, or anything to talk about this? I like the idea of, 1, becoming compliant before it's too late, and then 2, being able to do a little bit more with it, where we can just email stuff over and it goes and it updates it.
So I have a quick question, cause you guys are talking price, we touched on the domain emails, do we have a price on how much those will be per email?
$8.
$8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we approved last month to go with that other company that I haven't gone with yet, because they haven't returned my emails, so we could wait and just, that would be us $500-600. So we could roll that into his service.
Plus the yearly,
Yeah, and that was a yearly service, and I do that, so.
where this would be all inclusive.
And maybe a little more, yeah, so we don't have to do that, he can give us our emails that we need. Right. So, that would save us, we don't
Yeah.
have to do that.
I think the Brooks is a much better package.
Oh, he's here explaining his stuff on like,
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of these.
I like
There's
the
a ton of these
personableness
companies.
to it,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, I'll make a motion that we switch our website over to Brooks
Yeah.
Elite Contracting. And I need a pen. All in favor?
Right.
Opposed? Nope, we're good to go.
Got a contract with you?
I was gonna email that over once it's signed so we can mirror it. So
Okay.
I'll send that right over. Appreciate you all, thank you.
Thank you. Cool. There you go. All right.
Sir?
Transfer station workers, we're paying the minimum wage now, I think, because we have nobody else, that would take the last 2 workers that we have in the township off minimum wage and go $15 per hour.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
What's the minimum wage right now? Sorry.
$13.73.
Is that federal or state?
Is that
high?
Yes.
Was it like $8 like 3 years ago?
All right, I need a motion.
Wait, I missed. Y'all are going too fast for my little hands to write, okay? All right, who made the first motion?
Jason.
Thank you.
Merrill second.
Thank you.
No.
Okay, now we can adjourn.
Any motion to adjourn?